When it comes to cinematography, good lighting and good quality of light is key for controlling your image and shaping your scene. There are so many lights in the market now, but the light we are looking at today looks to bring some modern features of 2x1 LED panels, but to a 1x1 form factor. This is the Litepanels Gemini 1x1 Soft. This new light from Litepanels is the brother of the larger Gemini 2x1. Its feature set is incredibly similar to its big brother, but we will run through a brief overview of the light. Let's start with a very quick walkthrough of the back of the light and the menu system. Once the light is powered on, you are greeted with the same GUI as the 2x1. You can access the full menu by clicking in the left-hand side dial. From here, you can change between the different lighting modes. CCT, or Correlate Color Temperature, is your standard color temp mode where you can go from 2700 to 10,000 Kelvin and adjust your tint. In color modes, you have HSI, Gel, RGBW, and Light Character mode. In Light Character mode, you can change the curves that the light will follow as you are adjusting your saturation, log and linear. With linear, the saturation will be very sudden. So for example, as you can see from this footage, the 75% mark there's still a lot of saturation left. And then as you hit 90%, you can see the color intensity really start to come in. Switching to the log curve, it will give you a more even amount of intensity throughout the percentage range. So keeping our saturation at 50% and then changing our saturation curve between the two will show you the difference between the two and how much more saturation percentage you'll have to apply in linear to reach the same level as a lower percentage in log. HSI is your regular hue, saturation, intensity mode where you can dial in each of these and create a huge range of colors. Within gel mode, you have a huge range of industry standard gels from Roscoe and Lee that will match with the legacy lights that use physical gels. You can also switch between whether you'd like a tungsten or daylight source. This is great if you are using a range of lights on set and you want to match the Gemini as close as possible to the other lights on set. RGBW allows you to control the color of the light by adjusting 4 channels: white, red, green, and blue, as well as controlling your white balance. Up next, you have an effects mode, which hosts a range of creative lighting presets for replicating situational lights, such as emergency lights, paparazzi, lightning, and a TV screen or monitor. When it comes to customizing the light, you have a rails system which uses an A/B select button to switch between user presets on the top bar and Litepanels defined color temps on the bottom. Saving a preset is really easy. All you have to do is hold down the button you would like to save the preset to, and you're done. The build quality is as you'd expect from Gemini series of light. It's extremely solid and made to take the beating it's going to get being on set. It features a female baby pin mount on an adjustable yoke and weighs in at roughly 5.6 kilograms without the battery plate. So you want to use some slightly heavier duty stands and decent sandbags, but mounting it shouldn't be that hard. It has a power draw of 200 watts, which means that you will need fewer batteries while out on location and gives you the ability to run at full intensity with them also. The battery plate can be purchased in either Anton Bauer or V-mount and clamps on easily using a Manfrotto styled clamp. The ballast is also flicker free, which means you can shoot at higher frame rates without worrying what output intensity you are at. You have a few ways of controlling the light remotely as well. It features DMX, wireless DMX, and a USB port, so you can add a Litepanels Bluetooth adapter that will allow you to control the light via their Smart Light app. This will be great for quick on-location control where size and weight of kit is an issue. The USB port you can use for the adapter can also be used to store and restore your settings and presets across different lights, as well as updating your firmware. Litepanels will also be releasing a range of accessories, which include power accessories like spare cables and battery plates, modifiers such as softboxes, diffusers, and barn doors, as well as general grip accessories. We also wanted to produce our own spectrometer readings, measuring just how bright the light is and how good the quality of light is. We of course used our trusty Sekonic C700R Spectromaster. We started off testing out the CRI of the light at both 32 and 5600 Kelvin. At 3200 Kelvin, the light rendered very well with an average of 96.28 across the intensity range, with only a few noticeable dips in the red and blue channels. At 5600, the light drops in quality a little bit, averaging at 94.8, but with better performance in the red channel. But overall, the light renders colour very accurately, especially for an LED source. Next, we measured the brightness of the light across the colour temperature ranges as well. All of these readings are at 100% brightness. The light is incredibly bright for a 1x1 panel, but still doesn't beat out Litepanels' own Astra 6x. But this doesn't surprise me due to the fact that the 6x is only a bicolor and not an RGB panel. Compared to the 2x1, you're looking at roughly half of the brightness at each distance, which isn't surprising. Overall, the light has a great quality of light and can kick out a lot of it when you need to, especially for a 1x1. So that was our first look and overview of the Litepanels Gemini 1x1 Soft. Overall, this panel is awesome. It features everything you'd want from an RGB panel, and with the planned modifiers and accessories, it will be a very feature-rich and flexible light source. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below, and for some more awesome upcoming content, make sure you're subscribed.